Brentford 3, Liverpool 2. I hope I'm wrong when I say this, but I think the Premier League title race is over for the Reds. And I think Arne's slot is done out here as well. Hey guys, welcome to your channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is a not-so-instant match reaction to Liverpool's 3-2 defeat at the hands of Brentford late last night in what was the late Saturday evening kickoff. And we're going to get straight into it. Obviously, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new and want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. And of course, get involved in the comments section. Let me know what you're thinking about Liverpool's performance and result last night. Let me know what you made about the entire saga. And let me know where you stand with things, all things to do with Liverpool right now. Let me know, because I'm sure it'll make for great and interesting reading. Use and abuse that comment section. And without further ado, we're going to get on with the conversation and the topic at hand of Liverpool. So, yeah, I'm at a point where the more and more that I see of this Liverpool side, the more and more that I don't want to see of this Liverpool side. We are awful right now, all over the pitch, all over the. It's not like I can pick out certain moments, certain individuals. We're just awful. We may have a spell here and there of a good minute or two, 5 minutes maybe at most, but there's nothing sustainable. There is nothing consistent. Well, consistently bad, yes, but there's nothing positive consistency-wise. It's awful. It's genuinely awful. And here's the thing. You can take my match reactions to Crystal Palace or Galatasaray or Chelsea and Man United, and you can compare them to what I'm going to say in this one. And it's the same things that are reoccurring over and over and over and over again. Big problems that we're not learning from. Yes, Frankfurt was amazing on Wednesday. Brilliant. But where's the build from that? We kind of went, that was great against Frankfurt. Now let's rip it all up and go back to type how we did against Palace, how we did against Galatasaray, Chelsea, United. Because that's exactly what we did. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, it didn't work. It didn't work. So that's why I'm saying that is part of the reason why I am done with Slot. Now, again, I will say it's not all Slot's fault. The problems do lie with the players as well. Certain players not performing very well. Certain players not doing the right things. The basics are not being produced by some of these players. They can't even pass from A to B at times, making the wrong decisions in the final third, making the wrong decisions in the defensive third, and things of that nature. It is just wrong, right the way across the board. But ask yourself, where does it stem from? Because if it was one or two bad individual performances, you could go, well, that's on the players. The rest of the team are playing well. But it's everyone. From front to back, from back to front, from left to right, from right to left. It doesn't matter who you look at. They're all bad. And what does that tell you? That should tell you that this is not an individual problem. This is an entire team problem. And it stems from the manager and the way that he's tried to systematically change everything that made us successful last season. He's getting everything wrong. The starting 11, the substitutions, the tactical nuance, and everything that goes in with that is just wrong. So it stems from Arne's Slot. It stems from him, man. It really, really does. And that's why I'm done, because he's not learnt from the 4 games that we lost on the bounce before Frankfurt. He's not learnt from that. We've now lost 4 games in the Premier League, by the way, already this season. We are 9 games in. We've already lost 4 games. That was the same amount of games that we lost last season, with obviously 2 of them coming when we did win the title. But even so, 4 games already lost this season. 4. Absolutely embarrassing, ridiculous. And that's why I keep saying, like, every point matters. And that's why I genuinely think the Premier League title is over before it's even really begun. Even before the charge, the race, everything has even begun. We are awful right now. We're behind Man United in the table. We've conceded 14 goals so far this season. That's double the amount of a team like Sunderland have conceded, who sit in second, by the way. Sunderland in second. Just let that sink in. We've conceded, I think, 1 less than Burnley. We've conceded more than a lot of other teams. It is appalling defensively. Appalling. And yesterday was just awful. Now, don't get me wrong, Brentford deserved the win. I'm not going to criticise or say anything bad about Brentford. But what I am going to say is, can Arne Slot please shut the hell up in press conferences? Because at first, it was somewhat okay when things were working out and he was saying the right things and he was doing the right things. But I always think you can always tell with a manager when he's losing it by his press conferences. Like, I don't take too much from press conferences to heart, especially when it comes to obviously a manager talking about their own team in a positive light. But there are certain answers that you can look at and you can tell where a manager currently is in both his mental state and, of course, the state that the club find themselves in. In this situation, Arne Slot needs to shut the hell up. Why is he going in press conferences and talking about how Liverpool can't defend from set pieces, how Liverpool can't defend from long balls, how Liverpool can't defend from this, can't defend from that? Why? You are making the opposition, you're making the opposition's homework on you so much easier, so much simpler. The homework from the scouts of other teams on the opposition, if it is Liverpool coming up that week, is basically, let's watch Arne Slot's press conference, because he's literally displaying and showing the weaknesses of this Liverpool team live and in living colour. It's like a video game boss having their weakness just in glowing, in a big glowing colour. Like a video game boss, and it's like, oh, shoot them in this area because it's their weakness point. That's exactly what Liverpool are right now. We're like a video game boss with a major glaring weakness that we are just putting on full display without any protection or anything in front of it for everybody to go on then, have a go. Have a go, because we ain't going to do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. There's no fight, there's no passion, there's no intensity, there's no drive, there's absolutely nothing from the players, and there's nothing from the manager, who is just going into press conferences, putting our weaknesses on full display, and then turning around and going, I don't know how you solve it. How do you not know how to solve it? You do realise you are the head coach of Liverpool Football Club. It's your job to find a way to solve these issues. You do realise that is your job, right? How the hell have we gone and spent 450 odd million in the summer to look worse than what we did last year? How is that even possible? How last year did he have, basically, if you think about it like a chef, right? He's got mediocre ingredients with a few big ingredients, a few quality ingredients mixed in there. And he goes there and he's like, right, I'm going to make the best of what I've got. And he's cooking up beautiful, incredible 5-star meals. This year, he's got rid of most of those mediocre ingredients, brought in some fresher, some better quality ingredients. And he's gone, right, got all these quality ingredients together. We're going to cook something even more amazing than last season up. Instead, he's basically cooking up salmonella. He's basically cooking up salmonella this season. I don't understand how. I don't understand how it's possible, but he is. Because he's stubborn and he's not working things out. He's going with the wrong setup. He's going with the wrong tactical setup. He's not learning at all. Our best performances have come in the Champions League, Atletico and Frankfurt. And yet, I understand that yesterday, certain injuries obviously prevented him from maybe playing certain players. But even so, could you not at least replicate it with certain other players? Could you not have maybe gone with Federico Chiesa maybe playing as a second choice striker alongside Ekitike? Could you have not gone with, I don't know, Andy Robertson, say, at left back instead of Milos Kerkez? I know Kerkez scores the goal, but Jesus Christ, he again had another shaky, nervous performance. Could you have not gone with that? Especially after Robertson actually played pretty well against Frankfurt the other night. Could you have not maybe gone with that and stuck with that? Why did you decide to rip it all up and revert back to type against Brentford? Who, by the way, we knew exactly what Brentford were all about, by the way. We've known that Brentford, under the lights, on a Saturday night, party atmosphere. We knew that it was going to be hostile. We knew it was going to be awkward. And we knew that they had a not-so-secret weapon in the form of set pieces and long throws. And guess what? If we did work on them in training, if we did work on trying to defend from them in training, it definitely did not work. Inside the opening 5 minutes, long throw, goal. And from there it was like, great. We've not learned. We've reverted back to type. We are awful. We are absolutely awful. Brentford dominate. We have a few chances. We don't take them. All of our best chances, by the way, did come in that first half. We created 4 big opportunities, and all 4 of them came in the first half, which says a lot considering that we were 2-1 down going into the second half. And then partway through the second half, of course, they make it 3-1 with a penalty decision. And we still didn't create any big opportunities from there. And we threw all of our attackers on, by the way. But again, the problem is that if you can't get the ball to your attackers, then your attackers are just pointless in being there. And that's exactly what happened again. We had a midfield that was basically just Alexis McAllister. We could not move the ball from defence to attack. Brentford had it easy. So easy. It's unbelievable how easy they had it in that second half. We didn't threaten Kelleher, a former Liverpool goalkeeper, pretty much once in that second half. The fact that Salah got his goal was incredible in of itself. It's a bit of great play from Szoboszlai, who I thought him and Jones were pretty much the only Liverpool players that I can say actually played very, very well. But again, the bar wasn't exactly set high, but Szoboszlai was definitely very good in the game. Capitalises on a loose ball. Great pass into Mo. And it's a fantastic finish from Mo. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think I've ever not celebrated like any less of a great goal than that. I didn't even flinch. I didn't celebrate. I was like, we should not be 3-1 down to, with all due respect, Brentford, who have got a set-piece coach that is currently outplaying, outclassing, outmanaging, outthinking, outmaneuvering a Premier League winning manager. That is the shocking reality of it. He's a set-piece coach by heart, by trade, who is moving into his first major job, and yet he outthought and outplayed, outmaneuvered Arne Slot. Like Palace's manager did, like Chelsea's manager did, like Galatasaray's manager did, like even Ruben Amorim did last week. Because he's making the same stupid mistakes and expecting different results. It's a joke. It's ridiculous. And the worst part about it is he knows the problem. He knows the main big problems that he needs to address, but yet he's not doing it. He's not doing it. And he's turning around going, well, I don't know how you solve it. That's worrying. How do you not know how to solve these issues? How? How do you not know how to solve these issues? Like I say, don't get me wrong, the players need to take responsibility. There was another poor performance from Florian Wirtz last night. It was another poor performance from Cody Gakpo. Salah, other than the goal, was again poor. Ekitike, as much as I love him and as much as he's been great so far this season, had nothing in that game going for him. Kirkaz, again, another poor game. Bradley, poor. Even the defence and Van Dijk and Konate were poor. Mamardashvili made a few decent stops in the second half, but I feel like the second Brentford goal he probably should have stopped, but he didn't. It was again another shockingly bad display. And once again, it's evident that one pass breaks our team. One pass completely breaks the team, and we are parted like Moses and the Red Sea. Because that second goal especially, Sade is through, and it's one pass. It breaks our defence, and yet we're there for an eternity, it seems. Passing from left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, with nothing going forward, nothing penetrative, nothing incisive, and yet Brentford are just going, right, we'll pick our moment to press. And when we do press, we'll win the ball. And it's one pass into our main playmaker. And it's another pass straight through the Liverpool defence. And we've got an opportunity on goal. It's as simple as that for opposition defences. It was like that for Palace. It was like that for Galatasaray, Chelsea, United. And we're going to use that list of teams going forward until things change and things change for the better. I hope I am wrong. I 100% hope I am wrong in everything that I have said. I hope there is light at the end of this very dark tunnel that Liverpool are currently in right now, and I hope that eventually it does all click into gear and we start to perform better. But I can't see it happening for the life of me. As long as this manager continues to say the things he's saying, as long as this manager continues to do the things he's doing, I can't see it happening. And yes, the players do need to take responsibility. They are missing chances. They are failing to do the basics right. They are flopping at every opportunity. But at the same time, because it's more than just one or two individuals, I just think it stems mainly from the manager, who is not helping the situation by going into press conferences and going, here's a list of our weaknesses. Opposition teams, please don't use this as your guide and blueprint to beat us, whilst also hinting, this is how you beat us. It makes no sense to me what he's saying. It makes no sense to me what he's doing. And like I say, I hope I'm wrong with the whole slot out thing, but I've seen enough to suggest that he's just getting it all wrong. The one thing that annoyed me as well yesterday was he takes off Conor Bradley, which I'm okay with, but puts Szoboszlai at right back until about 10, 15, 20 minutes later, or whenever it was, when he then decides, oh, we're going to take Wirtz off for Joe Gomez to put it right back instead. Why not just have thrown on Gomez? It was like almost a waste of a substitution. It makes no sense what he's doing. It genuinely doesn't. And this is the thing. Last season, I've said it again in multiple reaction videos. Last season, he was getting everything right. You know, whether it was from the start or whether it was as the game was progressing, he got everything right. Whether it was tactical tweaks or whether it was substitutions, the guy got everything right. And this season, again, he's got better ingredients, but he's not cooking anything 5-star or gourmet or anything like that. He's cooking food poisoning. I just think it's flopping, it's failing, it's crumbling around us, and I don't know how long most people can put up with it for. I honestly don't know how most people can put up with it for. Look, just quickly, because I know that some people may be a bit annoyed by it, but the penalty decision, look, I've seen it from like a ton of different angles. Some look like it was in, some look like it was out. I genuinely couldn't care less, because we didn't deserve to win that game anyway. Does it make it right? Does it make it wrong? Maybe not. But at the same time, I couldn't care less because we didn't deserve to win. We didn't even look like we were trying to get back into the game. Like I say, from the players, there was no heart, there was no desire. There was not a willingness, seemingly, to even attempt to get back into the game. And that was really worrying. That's really damaging. That's really frightening in of itself. So the penalty appeal and things like that is the least of my concerns. It did look like it was in the box from certain angles, but it also seemed like it was slightly outside the box from other angles. Like I say, I genuinely couldn't care less. I really, really couldn't care less at this point. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm done. I'm done already. We haven't even got into November yet. And our title race looks over, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better for Liverpool. It's absolutely abysmal, absolutely shocking, and abysmal. I'm done. And there you have it. Those are the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever I'm going to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys are thinking and feeling. Let me know in the comments section about Liverpool's performance yesterday or about the result from your perspective. Would love to know what you guys have to say on all of that stuff and much more. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way if you enjoy the video. Subscribe if you are new. Both things are always and very greatly appreciated. And, of course, get involved in the comment section, like I say. As always, Thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another not so instant match reaction. Fingers crossed for better days to come for Liverpool Football Club. Fingers crossed we can get back to some sort of winning ways and some positive consistency. But who knows? Who knows? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.